Good afternoon, dear students. This is Lohit Ram SK, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Srimati and Shri PR, Government First Grade College, Pavagada. So, in this session, I am going to discuss a topic called demand schedule. In the previous videos or in the previous sessions, we covered the meaning of demand and the determinants of demand, both individually and at market level. So, here we will come to know what is demand schedule. So before that, we must know what is schedule. So as all of you know that a schedule is a list of program or list of activities connected with different times at different levels. In the same way, a demand also have its own schedule. So as all of you know that demand is a desire, ability and willingness to buy a product by a consumer or the purchaser or uh, the people who's going to buy the good or avail the service is called demand. So for demand of each and every company's products and service may have different schedules and they can be highlighted and it can be identified and compared with the different times, different units and with proper reasons. So the company want to know the demand schedule of their goods and services during their marketing activities or during their business activities or business schedules. So let us see what it mean exactly. Here, the demand schedule means the price and quantity shows the arithmetically in the form of a table. The price and quantity show the arithmetically in the form of a table showing price and corresponding quantities. So means whenever the price value is going to be changed from one time to another time or from one level to another level. So at the different prices, so at different time, the corresponding quantities of demand will also going to be changed. So these change relationship between the price and corresponding quantity of demand is known as demand schedule. So it may be because of change in income of consumer. It may be because of supply of qualitative good and services. So it may be because of the other fluctuations in the market. So many reasons are there for changing in the schedule of demand. See, in the demand schedule, there are majorly two types are there: individual demand schedule and market demand schedule. First, we have to understand individual demand schedule. So here, individual demand schedule also shows the different quantities of commodities bought or purchased by an individual consumer at different possible prices. So here, the quantity are so less and they are in it may be in single digits because here individual demand schedule have a concern or focuses only on the individual demand, not the others or the market one. So here the reaction of an individual towards commodities at their corresponding prices is reflected by an individual demand schedule. So here, whenever there is a prices changes, the spending habits of consumer or buyer, individual buyer may changes, and he may buy a high quantity or he may buy a lower quantity. So whenever there is a prices changes, here in the table we can see that different prices are charged to a commodity and the different quantities are demanded. Here at the rupees 1, the quantity demanded is more 50 and at rupees 2, the quantity demanded is 40, means from 50 to 40, it's decreased. Then 1 rupee more increased here, means 2 to 3 rupees, and the quantity also decreased to 10. A quantity 10 is decreased, means from 40 to 30. So it happens again in 4 and 20 and 5, 10. So whenever there is a gradual increase in prices at the same time, or at the whenever the prices change, the quantity demanded for a product is also changed. So it is represented with lower prices to higher price, lower price to higher price, and higher quantity demanded to lower quantity demanded. So it's individual demand schedule, but if it is a market demand schedule, these numbers will going to be changed. Let us understand the assumptions of individual demand schedule. So here the demand schedule expresses the changes. So we can see the changes through this graph also. So here the y-axis represents price and x-axis represents the quantity demanded. See, from 0 to 1 price means whenever the price is low, the quantity demand is high. The demand curve is moving towards right side. Then when the price is 2, the quantity demand also going to be reduced. Then price 3, the quantity demand is 40. In price 4, if it's 4, the quantity demand is 30. In price 5, quantity demanded is 20. When the price is rupees 6, the quantity so become too low, means it becomes 10. So here the demand curve formed a straight line that is showing the relationship between price and quantity demanded. So that here it says that demand schedule expresses the changes both in quantity demanded and prices, and it illustrates the principle of that inverse relationship, means whenever the price changes, the quantity demanded also changes, means when low price, the quantity demand, whenever low price, the quantity demand is high, whenever the high price, the quantity demanded is low. So during at the middle, means not increase not decrease, the quantity demand is also average. So then let's move to the market demand schedule. So under market demand schedule, we can see the quantities of different commodities in a market at different prices at a given point of time. So then it combines the different schedules of individuals. So in earlier slides, we have seen that individuals reaction towards the changes in prices. In market demand schedule, we can see the reaction of different consumers. So this is the table showing market demand. So here I took three as a customers, customer A, customer B, and customer C. So all these three people will react differently with different prices. When there is a price is low, the customer demands is also high, is going to demand high quantity of product. When the price is low, customer A demands 60, customer B demands 35, customer C 45, then total market demand is 140. Here, all these three customers demanded with different levels because their spending habits, their ability to purchase, their taste and preference is changed. See, when there is a change in prices from 1 to 2, the customer A demanded only 35. So means, so 15, 20, sorry, 25 percent, 25 quantity is reduced. So because here he don't have the taste and preference towards that particular product, or the income level may be changed. Then you can see the when the price is changed from 2 to 3, again all three customers demand is gradually becoming low. So like this, the market demand schedule shows the relationship between the price and quantity demanded by each different individuals at different times. So is known as market demand schedule. So we can understand the market demand curve through this graph also. Here in y-axis, through this diagram also. So here in y-axis shows the different prices again, and in x-axis it shows different quantity demanded, and it is demand curve. So when the price is rupees 1, the total quantity market demand is 140, as we saw in the table. So like when rupees price is increased, price is increased from 1 to 2, the quantity demanded is 100. So suddenly from 140 to 100, it is decreased. That means 40 number of quantity is decreased. Then from 2 to 3, it is reduced to 60. Then 3 to 4, it is reduced to 40. Then 4 to 6, it is reduced to 20. Here, the numbers are more than compared to individual demand schedule, because market demand schedule covers the demand schedule of number of individual demand schedules. See in the slides 6 and 9, which show the graphs are diagrams of individual demand schedule and market demand schedule. They represented, or they show the relationship between the quantity demanded and the price at different levels. So with this, I would like to conclude my session. Thank you.